What's up, UglyAss niggas? This your boy J Miles, and I am back with another video. You know what to do. If you're new, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, leave a like, comment, let me know what you're thinking, but most importantly, make sure you share it with your UglyAss friends. On today's video, we will be covering Power Book 3, Raising Kanan, and this is going to be a prediction of the death of Rock causes Marvin to relapse, causing Juke to put him down. That's right, UglyAss niggas. This particular video, I'm going to be basically giving a theory that I think it is possible that after the death of Rock, Marvin is going to take it pretty hard, and he's going to be very upset at Kanan for taking out his mom. And I'm gonna basically give you guys the theory and how I see everything playing out here in this video. So without further ado, let's just go ahead and get into it. Now, as we know, Marvin and Rock, of course, at the end of this past season, season 4, weren't on the best of terms, right? Had an argument because, you know, Marvin kind of was messing up with the situation with Stefano. But of course, neither one were so upset that they wanted either one of them dead. Like, you know, if any threat was coming Rock's way, Marvin would be there in a heartbeat. So let's go ahead and put that out there. Now, of course, it would kind of change some things if he figured out that it was none other than her own child, Kanan, who put her down. How will Marvin respond to that? Now, all of this is speculation, of course, but I think there is very much a possibility that Marvin may decide, you know what, F it, he got to go because he went against family. You know what I'm saying? Similar to how Tommy's response was when he found out Tariq shot Ghost, right? If you can remember, when he first saw it, initially Tommy was about to take Tariq out, but Ghost stopped him and told him to let him go, right? So I think Marvin and Tommy's character is very much alike, and they're both cut from the same cloth. So I think he could very much come up with the same solution. So much so that he might go after Kanan. And I think he may actually start back using drugs. Because as we know, since season 1, Marvin was on drugs, and, you know, he had to go to rehab and stuff like that to, you know, get rid of his substance abuse. So could it be that he returns to those same you know, methods and start to really get so messed up to the point that he becomes a major threat to Kanan? Now, in my opinion, I think you know, Jukebox would be mad about it, but she wouldn't be so mad that she would want Kanan dead, because, you know, she sort of understands it because of all of the things that they have been through, all of the lies Rock has told, and with the way the evidence was looking, even though Kanan wasn't, you know, really thinking, still, you know, it kind of looked like. So I think Jukebox is going to be a little bit more understanding than Marvin will, but the damage is going to be done. And I could see it being so bad that Juke is going to get into Marvin's way, and Marvin's going to be pissed off to the point that when he's on those drugs, he might go back and resort to his old tactics. Because remember how he was in season 1, right? He wasn't too fond of Juke being a lesbian, and he went at her for that. So could it be that he returns to those methods? Now, I know I know that it's very much possible that this particular scene has been reconned from since the original Power, but there was a scene, as we all know, in Power where it said Marvin, well, if they didn't give the name at the time, but the father turned out to be Marvin, kicked Juke out for being who she was. Now we all, of course, just came up with the conclusion that that scene just was changed around a little bit, which could very much still be the case. But for this particular theory, I'm gonna go with, let's say that scene did still happen, but it happened this way. And here's the video evidence that what could have, that kind of supports what I'm saying right now.
I never seen her let anybody stay here.
She owes me. I was there for her when her daddy kicked her out from the way she is. You know it.
Girlfriend?
So, as you see, Kanan said that, he was there for Juke when her dad kicked her out, right? Now, we all know, more than likely, the scene has just been reconned. More than likely, that what we saw in season 1 is what they were talking about. But, I still got to put out the possibility that maybe that scene is still coming and it's going to be in season 5. So perhaps Marvin is going to be so messed up over the death of Rock that, he decides to, like I said, get back on the drugs and get so high that he kicks Juke out and decides to go after Kanan. Now, we all know when Kanan first started changing, which was in season 3, Marvin was very hard on, saying, Kanan needs a belt. You need to give this nigga some discipline. But of course, Rock kept on stopping it. But and I'm just gonna pull up one quick scene, which is the most latest one of Marvin in that particular situation.
I said 1,000,000 times, that boy needs to meet a belt.
Kanan grown.
Now, there you have it. Very quick clip. But as you see, Marvin was saying that boy needs to meet a belt because he's being very disrespectful. But I'm pretty sure even Marvin, not in a million years, would have predicted that Kanan was so messed up that he would go after his own mother and put her down. So, with that being said, if that was to occur, let's say Rock does actually be gone when once season 5 starts, is it possible that Marvin will get the confidence to go ahead, and decide to take out his nephew? Could that be possible? I think it is a possibility because, he loved Rock a lot. Now, I'm pretty sure he loves Kanan too. But the point is that, this man has taken out his own mother. And somebody has to pay for it. So perhaps he takes measures into his own hands to just take them out. I think that's very much possible, people. And before I get up out of here, I want to go ahead and share this particular scene. Well, not necessarily the same, this image. And of course, this comes from the season 5 teaser when they were telling us that, raising Kanan, when it was coming, it's coming next year, right? We see a photo of Juke, look like she's crying her eyes out, and somebody is comforting her. Now we can tell that these are male hands. So in my opinion, this is between 3 people that could possibly be comforting her, right? This could be Marvin, Uncle Lou, or Kanan. In my opinion, I want to go with this is Kanan. And this could very much be after the death of her father. And the thing that what I'm leaning on, and I'm not saying that this is going to happen. This is not me saying 10 toes down, this is what I believe is going to happen. But I do think it makes an interesting theory that Marvin is going to become such a big threat that she ended up having to take him out herself. Possibly even to save her own cousin. Maybe. You know what I'm saying? And if that does happen, that's going to absolutely transform Juke into a totally different animal. And this could end up making her the stone cold crazy bitch that Tommy referred to her on in the original Power. So, there you have it, my good Ugly friends. Definitely interested in hearing what you guys have to say about this particular theory. Do you think it is a possibility that your girl Juke, to save her cousin Kanan, takes out her own father Marvin because he's going to be so messed up about the death of her auntie Raquel Thomas? Let me know all of that and more in the comment section. And like usual, if you're cool with me, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, leave a like, comment, let me know what you're thinking, but most importantly, make sure you share it with your glad friends. But until the next video, I'm out.